right, first, let's set the stage. This is all about the unseen control. See, real manipulation, it rarely happens with some big, obvious gesture. Nope. It thrives in the shadows, in those quiet, unseen moments of an interaction. So let's get right into it. We're going to open up the Manipulator's Toolkit. We are about to break down 6 of the most common and frankly most powerful manipulation tricks out there. Think of this as your field guide for spotting these psychological games in the wild. Yup, 6 of them. Let's start with the first trick. This one, it weaponizes something incredibly simple. Something we all deal with every single day. Silence. Oh, this is such a classic power move. You know how it goes. You make a point or you ask a question and they just stare. They say nothing. Your brain absolutely hates that void. That social tension becomes so uncomfortable that you just start talking, right? You start filling the space and you end up revealing way more than you ever meant to just to break that awkward silence. And just like that, you've handed them the upper hand. They've learned what you're worried about, what your position is, all without saying a single word. But what about when manipulators do talk? Well, this next technique turns the very feeling of connection into a weapon. This next one is called the mirror technique, and it's tricky because honestly, it feels good. And that's exactly what makes it so deceptive. It's the art of subtly copying someone's behavior to build rapport fast. So you might see someone matching your posture, maybe they start using the same slang words you use, or even breathing at your same pace. And you're thinking, wow, we really click, we get each other. But a lot of the time, it's a calculated psychological shortcut. They're basically manufacturing a sense of trust to make you more agreeable later. It's pure psychology disguised as friendship. Okay, so we're moving from the subtle stuff to, well, pretty much outright emotional warfare. The guilt button is one of the most powerful tools of control because it hijacks your own sense of right and wrong. I mean, come on, who hasn't heard that phrase before? It's a classic for a reason. It's designed to instantly put you on the defensive. It makes you feel indebted, ungrateful. It's not a friendly reminder, it's an emotional invoice, and they expect you to pay up. The process is brutally effective. First, they do you a favor, sometimes a favor you didn't even ask for. Then, later, when they want something, they casually remind you of that debt. Your natural human instinct to not feel like a bad person kicks in, and suddenly you feel this powerful obligation to pay them back by doing exactly what they want. Think of this as the Trojan horse of manipulation. It feels amazing to be complimented, right? But when the praise is just over the top and it comes on way too strong, way too early, that's a huge red flag. This isn't admiration, it's a strategy. They're lowering your guard, making you feel good about them so that when they finally ask for that favor, you're already primed to say yes. Now, this next one is particularly cruel, and you see it all the time in relationships. It preys on one of our most fundamental human fears, the fear of abandonment. And this is basically how it works. In the beginning, they shower you with intense, amazing, positive attention. Then, slowly, bit by bit, they start to pull back. The texts become less frequent. The compliments fade away. Your brain reads this as a crisis and goes into full-on panic mode. You start chasing them, doing anything to get that initial high of attention back. And here's the crucial thing to remember. This is not love. It's a cold, calculated technique to gain control. Our final trick is like a cognitive smoke bomb. See, when a person is confused, their ability to think critically just plummets. A manipulator will use this by throwing in irrelevant details, twisting your words around, or rapidly changing the subject. In that state of mental fog, you're so much more vulnerable to their suggestions.
Okay, so we've seen the manipulator's toolkit. Now for the most important part. How do you defend yourself against this stuff? Well, it's actually simpler than you might think. Because the real defense, it isn't about fighting back. It's about seeing the game.
Look, the point here is not to make you paranoid, and it's definitely not to teach you how to use these tricks yourself. The whole purpose of this is to give you a new lens, a new way of seeing the interactions all around you, so you can spot the game before you accidentally become a player in it. Your ultimate defense, your superpower, is just awareness. It's that moment you feel the pressure from silence and a little light bulb goes off. That's the silence pressure trick. Or when you get all those over-the-top compliments and you think, this could be a compliment trap. Just recognizing it is liberating. Because once you can name the game, it loses all of its power over you. It's like the puppet master's strings suddenly become visible. You're no longer the puppet. You can just choose not to play. And that's really what this is all about. By understanding these dark psychological patterns, you completely shift the balance of power. The control is no longer with the person trying to manipulate you. It's with you.